Hello, this is Shannon of Ebonygeek45, and we are on tutorial 15. And well, let's go ahead and just jump on in there. And what I want to do is go over where we were so that we know where we are. Kind of funny. So of course, here's our string telling us what we're doing, and that's that postfix increment notes 3 plus plus first. And so we know that since our variable is 3, when we put the plus plus after it, like here, it's going to increment that number by 1. Okay, so at this point, when we run our code here, since it's incrementing it, then it will come out as 4 here, but it's going to stay 3 here, simply for the fact that we put the plus plus here, which means that it's going to run the code and it's going to stay 3. But when we get down here, which is our regular variable, we're going to be storing 4 because of the increment. And so let's go ahead and get to our next set of coding. And what we're doing now is we're going to go ahead and print out some more. Do a couple more print lines here. Give myself some space. Okay, so just follow along with me. Now, what we're working on this time is prefix. And we all know what that means. Okay. Alright. And if you didn't know what it was, that should give you an idea. And then we're going to put, no, we're not going to put that there. We're going to put it after. And people, I am waking up quite a bit, so well, I thought I was. Okay, so remember, this is the secret to the code right there. And this time we're using variable 4. Okay, and then we're going to print out another line. I think what I'm going to do is, which is what I should have did in the first place. My. Okay. To spare you my typing here. Alright. And get that out of there. Then we're going to go pre here. And then we're going to get rid of that space because I didn't realize that. And now prefix increment is okay, and that's pretty much saying the same thing, but all we have to do right here is change the 2 to 4. And at this point we should be ready to go. And so let's go ahead and try it. And let's close our box that I never closed, and let's run it. Okay, and here we're showing prefix increments the variable by 1 now, and that's what we want it to do. It's gonna, well, let's see, let's bring it down here so you can see exactly what we're doing here. Now, as you see, our variable I4 is 5. 5 is what's stored in it at the moment. Okay, and by us putting a plus plus in front of the variable, what that's saying is that we want it to increment now, and then when we put our regular variable in, it stays 6 because we've already incremented it. And that's the difference between prefix and postfix. Postfix looks at it, and then at the next line of the next time we call I2, that's when it incremented. And prefix increments it right away. And then when we call it again, well, it's already incremented, so it wouldn't do it again. Okay, so I hope that that kind of clears it up for you just a little bit. Okay, so let's say, and here's where we'll do an example where you might comment out your code in order to test something else out. Okay, and really I should have deleted it, but I want you, to go ahead and save that so that it's a working example for you. And for, if you're not getting it to work, just go ahead and review the video again, or take a look at the source code on the site. Okay, I try to stay pretty current with that. So what we're going to do here is we're going to copy all this. Because we want to use this again only in this example. I want to show you decrementing. Okay, now decrementing is when you're taking away 1. So in this case, we're using the same principles as above, and we're putting a minus here, and we're putting a minus here, and we're going to put 1 here. We're going to put 1 here. And then we're going to go ahead and change that IN to DE, and change this IN to DE. And I think that, okay, and then change that IN to DE, and then that IN to DE. And we're all good. Okay, and I hope we are. Okay, so using the same principles as we did here, only we're minusing by 1. You see that? So we want to save this, and we want to run it. Okay, and then when we bringing it down, as you can see, remember our variable was 3, and it's doing exactly what it's supposed to do, which is saying postfix decrement notes 3 minus first, which is our string, and then it's saying 3, because this variable is saying, okay, we want to take 1 off, but we want to just note that right now and store it in our variable. And then when we get down to using our variable again, there you go, it's taking it off. So what this set of code is doing is it's prefixing taking off 1, which means that it's saying by this piece of code, take it off now. Take that 1 off now and store it in our variable. And then, so when we call our variable again, then it's going to remain 4, which is stored in this variable. So that's what I'm explaining by the postfix and the prefix. They mean different things, and you really want to make sure that you're using them in the right instance so that you don't get confused. Okay, and I hope that I did explain it right, And if I didn't, like I said, go ahead and leave a comment in the bottom. The best thing you could do is experiment on your own as well. And what I'm gonna do is I make sure and I do try my hardest to put the code on as soon as I get the video up. And so it's there to help you. Okay? And so finally we're done with incrementing, decrementing, and our whole little basic math thing. And so now we could get to our question. And I'm sorry, the build up was just a beast for you. And here we are, and our question was, did you know that the average of any number 5 times is itself? So make sure to check out the next video, and after we did all of that build up, doing this code will be simple for us. I guarantee it. So good luck and happy coding. Bye bye.